Getting everything going live here. I'm gonna
Hey, it's Cassie with Cassie's Parlor. How are you? We're just getting everything going live here. I'm gonna Hey, it's Cassie with Cassie's Parlor. How are you?
Hold on, sorry.
We're just getting everything going live here. I'm gonna Hey, it's Cassie with Cassie's Parlor. How are you?
Hold on, sorry.
We're just getting everything going live here. I'm gonna Hey, it's Cassie with Cassie's Parlor.
Oh
How
no,
are you?
that's not
Hold
gonna
on,
work.
sorry. We're just
Okay, shoot. Okay, here's the problem. I was trying to go live. How can I do this? I really wanted to go live with on Instagram as well, but I was getting some weird feedback there, so that's not good. Well, maybe I'm gonna have to practice that and figure it out another day. I am here to talk about the Cassie's Parlor second annual art retreat. So let me just make sure I'm connected everywhere. I'm very excited. Sorry, I was hoping the technology would work for me, but I think I need to work on that a little bit on the side, a little bit more. That's a bummer. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right, that's good. I'm live there. Sorry, guys. Okay, if you're with me, say hi if you're here live. If you're watching the replay, just comment #replay. I should be streaming on YouTube, just making sure. Streaming on YouTube and Facebook. I was trying to add Instagram, but I think I'm going to have to go there separately another time because that was not working. Okay, so I'm just going to get started. If you join in live, say hi. If I'm talking about something and you have a question or I haven't explained it very well, ask me questions for sure. Okay, I don't need that. So I'm just going to get started. Okay, I'm super excited. I am having my second annual Cassie's Parlor annual art retreat. And it's only a little over 2 months away now, which is kind of blowing my mind. But I'm very excited. There's a lot of great things planned and some updates. So if you heard me talking about it before, there are some new updates and things that have just sort of happened over time, things that I've thought of that I wanted to include. I've got my notes here today, so I don't forget anything. I'm going to give you dates. The dates have changed because of some changes. And so it's happening in August. So I'm just going to start with like the high level details, the high level notes, because I'm super excited about this. And so I tend to get, a little off track, and I get excited and I go down rabbit holes. So I'm going to try to stay focused and on track. But please ask me questions. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay. All right. So it's going to be August 12th through 16th. So it's 5 days, 4 nights. Okay. And that's a Saturday through a Wednesday. So August 12th through 16th. So I'll go through each day in a minute and talk about what we're going to do each day. But let me just give you a run through. There are going to be 10 art classes total, which is kind of crazy, but it really all fits in nicely together and is pretty amazing. 6-foot art table. So when you get to the art retreat, which is a really beautiful house right near Lake Michigan, it's in Grand Haven, Michigan, on the west side of the state. It's absolutely gorgeous there. It's kind of secluded too, so there's like long driveway and there's trees around us. So there's a place for bonfire in the back, and there's a nice big deck for you to sit back there if you want. The house is really nice. Anyway, so you're going to get your own 6-foot art table with power and light. So you get there on Saturday and you find your bed, you get settled in, you pick your art table, who you want to be next to, and then you just lay out all your stuff. And some people are really neat and have their little baskets and they're tidy and they have it organized. And other people just kind of throw their stuff all out and just, let it be what it is. I'm the latter person, if you didn't know that already. But yeah, it's really, really fun. And you get to leave your stuff on your art table the whole time. So when it's time for you to go to bed, you're exhausted from making art all day long. You go to bed, you come back in the morning, and all your stuff is just waiting for you there. It's pretty awesome. Okay. You also get an art swag bag, which if you go to my website, cassiesparlor.com, and at the top, along the top bar, you'll see Second Art Retreat, and you click on that. It gives you some of the same information I'm giving you here. There also are some photos out there from the house that we're in, from what we did last year, just so you can kind of see, sometimes nice to have a visual. I made the art bags. I designed them and I made them specifically just for the art retreat. So that was an exclusive bag just for them. And they were filled with so many goodies. One of the photos that's out there is the art bag's full of stuff. So you can go see that. It's really, really spectacular. Excuse me. Also, while we're there, as we're making projects and going through the classes, I give you a bingo sheet at the beginning of the weekend. And each box is a task, like an art task you have to do, like draw a face or a flower or use yellow on your project or whatever, right? And when you get a bingo, then you yell bingo, and then you get to pick from the arts, from the giveaway prize box. Okay, so everyone gets a prize by the end, so you get extra goodies. But that's just a fun way to sort of challenge you to do other things. So we have lots of fun interactive things going on the whole time. All of your meals and accommodations are included. So that is breakfast, lunch, and dinner for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, dinner on Saturday, breakfast on Wednesday, and snacks. And last year, some of the feedback we got was like there was too much food. So I heard you, but there'll probably be too much food again, just because that's just how I am. And I rather have too much than not enough, but it's all really great. Definitely I'll cover breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. If you want to bring any of your own drinks with you, that's something specific that you like to have in the evening. Some people like to have cocktails or wine or whatever. You don't have to. Yes. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for coming to hang out. So that's happening as well. And then it's near Lake Michigan, which I already mentioned. So that's really like the super high level of what you get in the package for the Art Journal retreat this year. Not Art Journal, just Art Retreat. I have Art Journal on the brain also because I'm doing other art journaling things. Okay, so now I'm going to go through kind of like sort of a high, medium level of each day so you can get a feel for how it's going to go and what we're doing. So you'll arrive on Saturday, really anytime after 3. It depends on how you're coming. Last year we had someone fly in. We had some people take the ferry from Wisconsin over to Michigan and drive to Grand Haven, which is not very far. I forget, she came from Muskegon. Muskegon is where the ferry lets you off if you're coming from Lake Wisconsin over there. And then the drive down is not far at all. Some people just drive in. So anytime after 3 p.m., you can come and we'll have food and snacks and hi, Sarah. How are you? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That's okay. No big deal. Thanks for coming to hang out, though. Ask me questions if you want. Okay, so Saturday you arrive in the afternoon, whenever you can get there. I will provide dinner and snacks. And then we will, generally the first night is just like picking your space, getting settled in, all of that. And then I will have one project for us to make that evening, just sort of as a warm up. Okay. So, and it's a paper bowls class. We did paper bowls in Craft Menagerie last year. Sadly, that program is no longer with us, but it was really fun. And the paper bowls were really fun. And I thought it was a good way for us to just get warmed up. It's a really easy project that you don't have to, like, once you know how to do it and I teach you how to do it, then it's easy to just kind of do and chat with friends and, just sort of get warmed up to the whole weekend, the whole event. And so I just brought some paper bowls that I made. So here's one. They're made out of magazine pages and wet adhesive. And then I painted it. I added some sequins. You can make them as big or as little as you want. Here I've got some gold foil. I did some like this is like lunar paste on tissue paper, and I glued it on so I could have a pattern. Put some glitter inside. I mean, you really could make them like however you want. This is definitely my style, but you do your style. And they can be even bigger than this. And I don't know, I like these for putting your change in by the front door, by your keys or whatever, or maybe goes on your vanity or your dresser, put your rings in there at night, whatever. So they're just fun little bowls. That's just meant to be kind of a warm-up project for us and just kind of hang out and start to get to know each other. Okay, then Sunday, wake up, we have breakfast. The first class of the retreat is eco dyeing fibers. So mostly paper, probably some ribbon, like some sari ribbon or maybe seam binding or something like that. I just want to tell you, as I'm telling you all of these classes that we're going to make at the art retreat, or we're going to learn at the art retreat, everything we're going to make is going to be put together at the end to do something really special with. And I am so excited about this because originally I was just going to teach you all of these really cool art ideas, right? But then, I don't know, I was looking at all of the classes and I was like, wait, if we put these together in a certain way, we can do this other thing. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I got really excited. So I'm going to share that with you at the end, but I literally can't wait. And as soon as I get all the supplies delivered from the sponsors, I'm going to make one so I can show everybody. But it's going to be amazing. Sorry, I keep looking down, but I'm looking at my notes so I don't forget anything. Okay. So the first class is eco dyeing paper and botanical infused paper. Okay. And our sponsor, we have so many sponsors this year. I'm freaking out. I'm so excited. So our sponsor for the eco dyeing class is Jacquard. They're going to be sponsoring some acid wash. Acid wash really helps your color stay in whatever you're putting it on. So that's amazing. Thank you for Jacquard. And I'm going to be featuring each of them separately. We'll talk about the things that they're sponsoring, and I'll do like other mini classes, stuff like that to just to highlight them, showcase them a little bit more. But I'm really, really grateful and super excited for all the sponsors this year. Okay, so after eco dyeing, then we have lunch. Then we have a Power Text class. And Power Text, I'm sorry, I need to take a breath because I'm so excited. I start talking really fast. Okay. Power Text is like, it's basically, it's really basic form. It's like a fabric hardener, and it can be, it's good enough that whatever you make, you can like have it outside and it's not going to wear down or deteriorate. We're going to make a small 3D project out of it. Okay. And it's okay if you've never heard of it or used it. This is why art retreats are amazing, because we get to be together. We get to do this with each other. If you're having issues or you're like, it's not quite working out, I can come and help you. Other people can help that, if they have knowledge or have done it before. And so we'll all be successful together, which is the most amazing thing. Okay. So we're going to make a Power Text 3D piece. Okay. Then we'll have dinner. This is just the first night, you guys, or the first full day, you guys. And then I have mini projects for a couple nights as well. We're going to be drawing faces. I know a lot of people say they are not very good at drawing faces. And I just want to tell you that it just means that you haven't practiced enough. I promise. So I'm going to teach you some of the things that I've learned over the years that have helped me learn how to draw faces a little bit better, and maybe it will help you. So we'll have a fun little, just easy, light class with drawing faces. Okay, the next day is Monday. Have breakfast again. Our first class for that day will be resin art. I'm like freaking out about this class because we're going to use Art Resin brand, and I don't think I've used them before. there's so many different types of art resin out there. But at Creativation this year, I went to art resin booth and I was like, and they were using it right at the booth. And I was like, I don't smell anything. And it looks so crystal clear. And I was talking to them, and their art resin is crystal clear. It has less bubbles and it doesn't smell. I've used art resin before where I had to do it like out in the garage, and could still smell it in the house. And it takes, at least a day or more to cure and set up. And it's like, oh, you just can't really use that at a retreat. This art resin doesn't smell at all. Like, they were using it in the convention center, and I was blown away. And now they have these really cool pouches. They're like two separate pouches that are connected, but they have this little divider thing in the middle, like plastic thing. You take the divider off, you smush it all together because you have the hardener and the resin. And you always, like, the other issue with working with resin is that you have to have exactly equal parts, and you have to mix it for so long, and you want to mix it a certain way so it doesn't get a lot of bubbles and it smells. And it's like there's so many barriers to using it that I don't really teach it that often. But what I really, really love about art resin is that it doesn't smell, like I said, there's less bubbles. And they have this new product that is two pouches. You squish them together, you mix them up for a while just in this pouch. It can't leak out or make a mess at all. And when you're ready, you cut the tip, and then you use it, and then you throw the pouch away. And it's much cleaner. It doesn't smell. It's easy to use. It's super user friendly. So I am really, really excited to play with that. And they are also a sponsor. So just about every class that we have for this weekend has a sponsor, and I'm so grateful from like the very bottom of my heart. I'm so excited about this. So Art Resin is sponsoring. They're going to send us some of those packets of art resin for us to use. How amazing. We're going to make little charms. I'm going to teach you fun different ways to use art resin. We're going to make resin paper, which is super addictive. I mean, when I first learned about it, I was like, resin paper, like what? I did it, and then I was addicted, and I made like a ton of it because it's so much fun. So, all right, so that's our first class for the second day, which is Monday. All right, I need a drink. Then we have lunch, okay? And after lunch, our second main class for the day is cyanotype printing. This is also sponsored by Jacquard. Okay, Jacquard has so many amazing products, and I've loved them for years. And when I talked to them at Creativation, they were very, very nice and generous, and they are going to send us. They have pre-treated sheets of fabric that have the cyanotype chemical already in it. So all we have to do is cyanotype print this fabric, and then we're going to use it after. So don't forget, all these things I'm teaching you, we're going to use and put them all together at the end. So I'm very excited about this. We're going to have a couple sheets of fabric with cyanotype material or chemical on them that we're going to print on. And if you've not learned about cyanotype printing, go Google it when we're done here. It's amazing. I even put a really nice sample. These are not my samples on the website. I just went and found samples of each of these different things so you could kind of get an idea in your head. It's just gorgeous. It's so beautiful, and it's really easy to do. Okay, so that is our second class for day 2, and then we'll have dinner. And then our mini class for that night is abstract painting. I'm just going to teach you some really easy ways to get started with abstract art making. Doesn't have to be painting necessarily. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. So yeah, abstract painting or abstract art, I guess, is fun. It's kind of challenging. It's like sometimes you don't know if you're done, where to go, how to do it. I'm going to give you some really quick and easy tips for how to do that. Okay, so that's day 2. Take a deep breath. Okay, there's so much. I'm like, because I'm so excited. Okay, day 3, full day 3 is really day 4, which is Tuesday. We're breakfast again, have some coffee, get us warmed up for the day. And the first class that day is water marbling paper using the new DecoArt water marbling. I know it was like new last year or something, but seriously, so many different companies create water marbling paint and programs, sort of. I like DecoArt the best because their colors are so vibrant and pure and punchy and just like every time I watch a bunch of different water marbling demos like from different companies and their products and they're all great, but when I saw DecoArts I just was like mesmerized. I don't know. So, oh hey mom, I thought you were going to watch later. Thanks for joining. um so we're going to use the Deco marbling system, and they are also a sponsor, which is crazy. I'm so excited. So that's going to be our first class for Tuesday, and then we'll have lunch, and then our last class, like our last main class, is going to be um Polaroid emulsion transfers. Okay, so let me just explain this to you. I did this when I was in college for photography, like 20 years ago or whatever, and I was completely addicted. And they have new technology out now that has allows us to do it again. And I am so excited, and I want to teach you all so much. So I have the day lab, the Polaroid day lab. All you need is photographs on your cell phone. That's it. I will provide the rest, and we will print them onto Polaroid film, and then I will teach you how to take out the Polaroid emulsion film that's in between the pieces of paper that or plastic really that make it a photo for you. We're going to take that thin film out of there and put it onto watercolor paper. It is magical. It is magical. I'm not even kidding you. And I'm so excited to teach you. And our sponsor for that is Portofino paper. They make the most wonderful hot press watercolor paper. They gave me a sample at Creativation, and they are sponsoring, and it is so amazing. It is the best hot press watercolor paper I've used. So I'm very excited about that. Then we have dinner. Then instead of having a light and whatever kind of class for our last night, no. We're going to take the Eco dyed paper and the PowerTex 3D piece and the resin art charms and paper and the cyanotype fabric. And oh, we also have another sponsor, Graphics, to donate some chipboard that we need for our last project. We're also going to take the water marbled paper. Think about all these things in your head and how they go together. We're going to take our images that we emulsion transfer from Polaroid, and we are going to make our own handmade art journal, completely handmade by us. The paper is made by us. The cover fabric, we're going to use cyanotype fabric to do the cover. We're going to bind the papers together. I'm going to teach you different ways to bind. We're going to make the entire journal ourselves from all the things that we learn over the whole retreat. I am freaking out. Are you not freaking out? I was like, when I thought of it, I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to make a journal. We're going to make a journal. I got so excited. And I'm sorry. I know I get a little freaky, but come on, seriously. I'm so excited. So we are going to go home, not only with all of the knowledge of all of these classes that we took, but an art journal that we take home and that we can use for whatever. And the knowledge of how to make the art journal so you can make more if you want. Okay. You can also put some of your drawing faces in there, and you can do some abstract painting in it. I mean, this is the most, I feel like I am going to turn art retreats. I'm taking them up to the next level. Okay. We're learning all these different little things, and then we're putting them together in a final piece. I'm just so excited. I've been to art retreats. I've been to other classes. I've been to other like convention type things where they have a bunch of different classes, and you learn all these little different things, and it's all fantastic, right? I love learning all the things, but the fact that we're going to learn all the things and then put it all together and make one thing out of it, I am just kind of freaking out. I'm so excited. So thank you, Jackie. I'm very excited about it. So that is the whole, and then Wednesday we have breakfast, hang out, pack our things, cry a little bit, give lots of hugs, and maybe take some pictures, and then we go home and wait for next year. So I'm super excited about this. It's what we're learning and what we're doing this time is going to be really epic. And um, the other thing I wanted to say about art retreats in general is, so any event is as successful and life-changing, restorative, whatever, therapeutic as you want it to be, as you make it, right? And for me, art retreats have been a place for me to really connect. And I think one of the things that I've been working on personally that I think a lot of people are working on or have worked on is learning how to ask for help, take up space, give yourself some really good self-care, and just exist in your body and live, like really fully live. And art retreats are such a great way to do this because you are collected with other like-minded people that are there with as much passion and love and learning, desire as you. And you can help other people and you can be helped, and there are no dumb questions and nobody will be left behind. Um, I think that's my most favorite thing about retreats. I'm definitely not gonna cry. But, I wish that I could be with you all face to face all the time and teach you stuff and, like, help you when it's not quite right or you just don't quite get it or it's not working for you. Why isn't it working for me? Like, I understand that frustration because I've been there a million times. And when you can be in the same room with people, especially for a while, it's not like just a couple hours for a class and then you go home and then you're like, what did I just do? I forget half of it. We're there for a few days together and we're making these things and we're doing eco dyeing and power text. Has anyone here ever played with power text before? I'm going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to hold your hand through the whole thing. Resin art. I feel like if more people got good resin in their hands, which art resin is good resin, you would wanna do it every day. It's so addictive. It's kinda crazy. Cyanotype printing, have you ever done cyanotype printing? It's so gorgeous and it's so easy, especially when you have the right tools and you know how to do it. I think the biggest problem a lot of people have with trying some of these newer things is, like, they've never done it before, so then they're scared, and they're like, "Oh, I don't no, that's not me. I can't do that." And that's just really a story that you're telling yourself because you can do it actually. You 100% can do it, and I believe in you. I know that you can do it, and if I'm there showing you how to do it and then standing next to you while you do it, and then watching your success and your soul lighting up and being joyful, like, that is literally the best thing that there could ever be. And that is what I'm here for. And the fact that we get to do it all together for several days in a row, it's I'm an introvert and I do really like to um have my alone time to recharge or whatever, but I will tell you when I'm at an art retreat, I don't ever feel that way because I get so filled up by everyone else's successes and light bulb moments and joy and like making new friends. Okay. So the art part aside, the making new friends or even meeting friends in person that you've been friends online with forever, but you just never met in person, right? That's it's just different. It's so much different and better. And so many friendships were formed and still exist because they got to be at an art retreat together for a few days. And in the moments in between making an art project or eating dinner or whatever, you just sat and had a glass of wine or a tea or whatever and just chat about like your life and your family and like what are you struggling with? What is going well for you? And you'll find that a lot of people are going through a lot of the same things or very similar things, and it really just helps you connect in a way that you can't connect over a live Zoom class or even an in-person class, to be honest. So, anyway, I'm just gonna tell you one more time really quick. The art retreat is August 12th through 16th, which is a Saturday through a Wednesday. It is 2 months away. You can pay in full or you can pay in 2 monthly payments because it's coming so quickly. That's the best monthly payment offer I can give you at this point. Our sponsors are Jacquard, Art Resin, Deco Art, Graphics, and Portofino, which is crazy. I had 2 sponsors last year, which were amazing, Artistry and Graphics. And this year we have 5. It's just amazing. And then finally, I just want to say that if you do want to go and you pay in full today, I will send you a free Art Journal Adventure subscription box and 1 month of membership for free today. I will send you one of the sets I have. I do have 2 or 3 left from, what are we in May? We're in May's kit because we go May 15th to June 15th. So I do have 2 or 3 left of those, which is a really great one. I will send it to you tomorrow for free and give you 1 month access to the membership where you have access to, like, I think a year and a half of art journal videos. If you sign up today and pay full pay for the full amount, I'll send you that for free tomorrow. Again, I do have the pay over 2 months if you need that. 5 days, 4 nights, 10 art classes, 6-foot art table, all to yourself with power and lights, art swag bag, giveaways. All your meals and accommodations are included. It's near Lake Michigan, beautiful walking trails. There are bikes you can not rent, they're free to use with the house. There's a bonfire pit in the backyard. It's really, really transformative and amazing. And the things that we're going to do in this retreat, I have never seen done all together ever in any other retreat or art class ever. So I'm super excited for this. I hope that you can join us. If you have any questions, please ask me in the chat. If you're watching the replay, just type #replay and ask your question, and I'm happy to answer it for you. You can send me a private message. You can put it in the chat, whatever is comfortable for you. If, yeah, I don't know. I think that I've covered everything. I'm really, really excited about this. I hope that you can join us this year, and I will see you all very soon. Have a good day.